them before, during, and then after, right? So what's a good attention grabber into this scene, into this snapshot? What's one, Jackson?
That's 4 steps, you're right. I'm looking for 4 more though that is just specific to this question. Tyler? Right up there, right? Those are the 4 things we need to make sure we answer in order to get this right. And where else can you find that anchor chart?
Classroom.
On Classroom. Okay, so you can practice that tonight.
Okay. Oh, in my first paragraph, what am I talking about?
Conduction.
Conduction. So, 98% of you came to me and said, Miss Witt, I have a problem when I'm writing. A lot of times I get back my papers and it says off topic, stay on topic. And I think I do. So I'm going to teach you a tool today that we're going to use in this activity in your expository writing to help you to stay on topic. It only works for the body of your paragraph. You cannot use it in the introduction and you cannot use it in the conclusion. You can only use it in the body. So I know the main 3 things that I'm going to talk about in my paper is going to be conduction. So anything that has to do with conduction, the entire sentence, I'm going to highlight yellow. Any sentence, the entire sentence that has to do with convection, I'm going to highlight red. And anything that has to do with radiation, I'm going to highlight green.
One last shot at taking some pictures of us at the ocean. How can I spruce this up a little bit? How can I make it a little more interesting? What's an idea? Gabby?
You said one last shot at taking some pictures on the beautiful blue coast.
Oh, beautiful blue. What did Gabby use there? Jason? Alliteration. Okay, Jason.
What we didn't know was something was waiting for us at the beach.
Okay, now remember we can change this if we need to. I like that lead though. What we didn't know was something. I like. But okay, I like it, but I'm kind of thinking like a shark. What if I say what we didn't know was what was in store for us that day? The yellow flag waved in the breeze. It was the only day without a red flag. The last day of our trip to Mexico was a bright, sunny day. We headed down to the beach for one last shot at taking some pictures of us at the beautiful blue coast. What we didn't realize was what was in store for us that day.
The question is, how does one of the younger brother's character traits impact the conflict in the story? What's the very first thing we do when we write a paragraph? Very first thing. Indent, right? Let's start there. Okay. Then, we know we're writing in Peel, but we need to make sure we do what to our point? Starts with a T. Ethan?
Title.
Yeah, tag. Remember, title, author, genre. So, in, and then tell me what the title is.
The Two
Brothers. Okay. By Leo Tolstoy. And that's title, author. What's next? Genre. And what genre is this? Is it true? No. So it's fiction, right? A fictional story. Okay. Now what do? How do we write our point? What goes next? Our point. Good job. Esmeralda, can you help us with that? What do we start with?
The character trait that impacted
Good, that's real close. How does one of the younger brother's character traits impact the conflict in the story? So, you want to try it, Dylan?
Yeah. One of the younger brother's character traits impact conflict in the story by?
Good. One of the younger brother's character traits impacted the story by? identified the trait yet? Should we probably do that here? Yeah, so what trait do we want to say he is? Now, let's think about this, right? We learned that character traits are physical traits or not? No. How about emotions? No. So, let's think of the younger brother. First of all, what do we know about the younger brother? He's curious, brave, determined, fearless, gutsy, adventurous, right? Any one of those will work. We just have to be able to provide evidence. The younger brother's character trait of determination impacted the story. We can just end it with impacted the story. With your cursor, highlight the section of the story that you feel like proves that the younger brother was determined. When you have done that, stand up.
So, in my second paragraph, please read the first sentence for me.
Me?
Yes, sir.
Conduction enhances campers' capabilities to be successful while making food while camping.
What does that have to do with it? Does it have to do with conduction, convection, or radiation?
Conduction.
So what color is that? Yellow. I'm going to highlight the entire sentence yellow because the entire sentence has to do with
Conduction.
So what does that sentence have to do with what topic? So it's going to be what color? It's going to be red. What are insulated conductors? Is it conduction, convection, or radiation?
Radiation.
Radiation deals with minimizing and maximizing heat through using like aluminum foil and metal.
Conduction.
Conduction. So what color is that? Yellow. All right. And the last sentence.
Conductors allow heat to easily transfer through them. Thus, heat can be transferred to the food cooking.
And what color should that be?
A yellow,
Why?
because conductors have to do with conduction.
Okay. Now what I have to do now is that I have this whole paragraph about conduction. Okay. When I finish my whole entire paper, I need to go back and read that and make sure it makes sense.
Where should we stop?
At the end of anything.
Well, I stopped after at the top of the second page after anything.
Okay.
So then there was another one, but then I started again whenever he was
Okay. So
whenever he was
that's
like left.
That's a lot of evidence, which is fine. Do we feel like that whole chunk proves that he's determined? Do you want me to put that all in there? What, Carly, what were you going to say?
I did it where it starts in the second place and then it went to there where it says that I was afraid.
So not the whole thing? How many of you did what Carly did? You started, Rebecca did? Okay. When we transition, do we just put the evidence? No. Esmeralda, you're on to something. What were you going to say?
In the book it says.
Yes. In the book, it states, let's look at our anchor chart over here. Let's look at number 1. Everybody hold up a number 1 so I know that I haven't lost you yet. Okay? Number 1, have we identified our character? Yes. Number 2, have we identified his trait? Yes. Have we talked about conflict yet? No. So what do you think's next in the explanation? Okay. Guys, you did such a good job. This is at least a 3 to